Find the mean of the data summarized in a given frequency distribution. Compare the computed mean to the actual mean of 56.6 degrees. So here we have the low temperature in degrees Fahrenheit. We have our classes 40 to 44, 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, 60 to 64, and then there's our frequency. And what we want to be able to do is we want to be able to find the mean of the frequency distribution. So we're going to open this up into StatCrunch. So I'm going to click on here, open this up into StatCrunch. Now, whenever we want to find the mean of a frequency distribution, it's a little bit different than just finding the mean. Okay, now, we also want to make sure we know how to do this by hand, but in these cases, we can use StatCrunch. So we're going to go to Stat, and then we're going to select Summary Stat. But we want to scroll down all the way down to where it says Group Binned Data. So we're going to go ahead and select that. Okay. Now the bins in are going to be the first row here, which is the low temperature. So we're going to go ahead and select that. Now where are the counts? We know the counts are the frequency, so therefore we're going to call that the frequency. Okay, now midpoints defined by the average of, we're going to leave this as limits. And then, because we want to be able to find the mean, we're going to select the mean. And then, now we're just going to go ahead and select compute. So now we have our mean. And our mean, we can see here, it says rounded to the nearest tenth. So if we round it to the nearest tenth, we're going to get 51.3. So therefore, 51.3 degrees. Okay, so there's our mean. Now they want us to compare the computed mean to the actual mean of 56.6 degrees. So here's the computed mean, and here is the actual mean of 56.6 degrees. So how do we compare those numbers? So the question says, which of the following best describes the relationship between the computed mean and the actual mean? Okay, well this is the computed mean, here's the actual mean. So we need to take 5% of the actual mean. So let's go ahead and do that. So 5% is the same thing as saying 56.6. and multiplying that by 0.05. Okay, so that means that this gives us 2.83. Now, let's find the difference between the actual mean and the mean, the computed mean. So if we take 56.6 and then we subtract the mean of the frequency distribution, which is 51.3, we get a value of 5.3, which is bigger than 5% of the actual mean. So therefore, we would say that the computed mean is not close to the actual mean because the difference between the means is more than 5% of the actual mean. So therefore, we're going to select